If anybody ever tells you that relationships are easy, that person is being dishonest with you. If you want your relationship to survive, you've got to put in a lot of work. And sometimes it involves learning and unlearning things. But the most difficult part is understanding how to manage your emotions. In today's video, I want us to look at 5 ways a woman can strengthen her relationship. I am Emmanuel Smarth and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I focus on relationship advice for women. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then kindly consider being a member of this community. Now, let's get into the video. The first thing that a woman needs to do in order to strengthen her relationship is to understand her feelings. Let me explain. You see, as human beings, we all have days when we're not feeling particularly happy. In other words, we're in bad moods. And this can be as a result of stress from work. It can also be as a result of family problems. Now, here's where a lot of women sometimes make the wrong decision. If they are feeling sad or moody, they tend to take their sadness and moodiness, they take their aggression out on their partners. That is wrong. As a woman, if you're in a bad mood, what you need to do is meet your partner and talk to him. Listen, I'm not in the mood today. I'm not very happy. If there's something you can do to change my mood, I would appreciate it. But if you cannot, please don't bother me. Spend some time alone, reset. It's just a matter of time. That bad feeling, that negative energy that you're having will eventually go away. So that is the first thing you need to do. Understand your emotions, understand what you're going through, and then understand that there are certain times you just need to be by yourself. You don't need to be around people. And if you're experiencing something that is happening internally and you cannot figure it out, don't take the aggression or don't take the anger out on the man you're with. The second way a woman can strengthen her relationship is by keeping personal matters to herself. Let me explain. You see, women are excellent communicators, but sometimes some women tend to communicate a bit too much by divulging relationship problems to their friends and family. Here's what I mean. I understand that there are some problems that are huge and they're affecting you, so there's no way you can keep it in but to seek support from your friends and family. But it is not every problem, it is not every little thing that is happening between you and your partner that you go out and start explaining to people. Understand this, not everyone, including your friends and family that say they have your best interest at heart, actually do. So you have to be very careful. Here's what I would recommend before you seek support outside of the relationship. Number 1, if you have a problem with your man, make sure that all your high emotions are brought down, sit down and have a thoughtful and honest and an open communication with your partner. If your problems get to the point where you two are not willing to listen to each other, then I would suggest you go see a therapist, and then at the same time you seek support from your friends and family, especially the ones that you can count on and the ones that you know genuinely love and supported your relationship from the get-go. The third thing a woman can do to strengthen her relationship is by doing this. Don't compete. Don't compete with a man that you love. And don't encourage your men to engage in some sort of competition to prove a point. Let me say this. When you are in a relationship, it's not always about you being right. It's not always about him being right. It's not always about having your way or him having his own way. What is important is you've got to remember that you're playing for the same team. Now, you two might play different roles at different times, but with the goal of building up your relationship and strengthening your relationship. So this is very much important that you understand this. I've seen couples saying the same thing, using different words to express the same ideas. It is ridiculous. Don't compete in your relationship. You are a team. You are not opponents. Another thing that a woman can do to strengthen her relationship is to evaluate. Now, here is what I mean. Every now and then, it is important to have an introspection. In other words, find a quiet place, sit down and think. Think about your relationship. Think about your feelings, and then ask yourself some important questions while you're thinking. Am I happy with my relationship? Is there something about my man that I despise? Is there something that is eating me up and I'm just bearing it down? Do we have an unresolved problems? The reason why all these questions are very much important that you think about it is because your goal is to improve your relationship. Your goal is to strengthen your relationship, and you cannot strengthen your relationship if you have unresolved problems or unresolved issues. So after you've had all these thoughts, work on different ways. Come up with a solution to fix those problems in your relationship. Also, it is no denying that as we get older, we're introduced to new people, new ideas, and some of these ideas can be exciting. And with new ideas come a change. You got to understand, just because that you're open to a change, it doesn't mean that your partner is ready. Even if this change is fantastic for your relationship, you need to understand that your partner may need a little bit more time to see the change that you are seeing. So it is important to give your partner time. It is important to sit down and have an open and honest dialogue with your partner and see how you two can either welcome this change or you can take it out of your relationship. The last thing that I want to touch on before I end this video is this. If there's one way your relationship can improve and become stronger, is by introducing prayer. This is very much important. Now, it is important that I point out that as human beings, we are prone to making mistakes. We can try our level best to be perfect, but we are not perfect. And we have to pray, especially those of you that are closer to God or believe in God. It is important that you invite the presence of God into your relationship. So this means you have to pray for yourself and that you have to pray for your partner. Pray for yourself that those areas in your relationship where you are at fault, or those areas where you need to improve on, God can help you to improve on those areas, as well as your partners. His weakness, the areas where he's very weak, he needs the divine intervention of God to help him. So this is one thing that you shouldn't have to neglect in your relationship. Before I end this video, I want to say this. Problems are always going to come, but at the end of the day, you are a team. You are not competitors. So this is important for you to understand that. And also, relationship is always going to be a work in progress. Each day you work and then you improve your relationship. Understand this, and I hope this helped you in your respective relationship. I would love to hear your point of view. I would love to hear what you think or any story you have to express. Leave that for me in the comment section below. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.